For wide is the gate, and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate, and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. Matthew chapter 7, verse 13 through 23. If you go to your favorite restaurant, you will be faced with many choices. Do you order chicken, seafood, or beef? How do you want it prepared? Medium or medium well? Then you have to choose your sides, choices, and more choices. The good news is, it's up to you and your taste buds. The choice is yours. Some choices are easier than others. I love a nice juicy steak. It's one of my favorite, so that's an easy choice. Other choices that is ours is whether to go to heaven or hell. It's not God's decision, it's ours. And it should be an easy decision at that. Jesus said in John chapter 14 that he was going to prepare a place for us and that he'll receive us. That place is heaven. The ones he received are those who are born again, those who have believed and confessed that Jesus is Lord. Romans chapter 10, verse 9 through 10. Those who do not confess Jesus as Lord will go to hell when they draw their last breath. But remember this, it's not God's will for anyone to perish or to go to hell. It's our choice. If we choose Jesus, we become part of the family of God and get to go to heaven and live with him for eternity. But if a person rejects Jesus, they get to go to hell and live with their father, the devil, for eternity. John chapter 8, verse 44. God does not predestine anyone to hell. That is not his plan, will, or decision. He gives us the choice and we do the choosing. If he predestined anyone to hell, he would be an unjust, unloving father, which is the opposite of his nature and character. So what are our responsibilities? God, in his love, has predestined everyone to live eternally with him in heaven. Ephesians chapter 1, verse 5. That means in his will for all to be saved and live eternally with him in heaven. But that's our choice. We choose to accept Christ or reject him. You are ultimately responsible for your own choice. God does not send anyone to hell. Not only are you responsible for your choice of heaven and hell, you are also responsible for sharing the good news with friends and family. All of us are responsible for going into the world and sharing the truth. Matthew chapter 28, verse 19 through 20. We are the delivery system to get the good news to our friends and family. The good news that Jesus has come and paid the price. We can go to heaven and not hell because Jesus already paid the price. So let me leave you with one more important thought. Many times when we think about the responsibility to share the gospel, it comes across like this. I have to share the gospel. With that comes pressure and dread. I thought of it this way for years. However, there is a better way. Instead of saying to yourself, I have to share the gospel, make a small adjustment and say it this way. I get to share the gospel. Now, isn't that better? I don't have to, I get to. When you make this change, the responsibility for sharing the gospel goes from being a burden to being an opportunity. Praise God. I get to share the gospel, and it's a great opportunity and not a burden. This attitude shift makes all the difference. The difference in sharing the gospel and also how you feel to deliver the gospel. The attitude is as important as the content. I want to encourage you today. There is a heaven to be gained and a hell to be shunned. It's God's will, plan, and desire that all of mankind go to heaven and live with Him in eternity. Those of us who know this have a great opportunity to share the gospel. This is a great opportunity. Also remember this as you share the gospel. It will change someone's life for eternity. And when you are in heaven, they will come up to you and thank you for sharing your faith. This week ahead, have fun sharing your faith because you get to do it, not because you have to. I'm Reverend Said. Please join me for daily prayer, Bible study, and spiritual inspiration. And if you ain't did it already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment on any video on this channel. And until the next time, thank you for joining me. And y'all stay blessed.